Welcome back to Chaos TV. It's time for the grand final of week number 7 of the Geek Sports Weekly Championship. That's right, we just had the two semifinals live here on our stream as we were ready to go rock and roll. We had a couple of interesting games. Obviously, we had Team NIMP in their first semifinal where they managed to get on top after a long struggle against the enemy Corrupted Disciple. Obviously, in the end, it was really the Dr. Repulsor combination with Magnus as well as the Valkyrie that really did it together for them. And on the other hand, we also have BGDC, who had a very similar struggle throughout the series. Getting behind initially versus a very strong opponent, but slowly getting ahead of themselves and then managed to put themselves out on top against their opponent. And now these two teams of late bloomers, so to speak, find themselves in this grand final. Let's go into the game. Let's go live and see what kind of picks are already being sorted out currently inside the server. Now, we already have our stuff going on. A couple of bans are coming out. Slither, which we saw in the previous game, used very heavily, especially in that Kongor situation. Let's see, the real question is Dr. Discipler, the Doctor, currently banned? I don't see him currently banned. I see Magnus banned. A very staple character of both teams. Obviously, it's obviously one of the stronger heroes. Very high. You can get very high farm in the late game, obviously, and then of course there is the Torturer. Who has been really a staple of most teams, actually, as a mid hero, as opposed to say Soul Stealer or something along those lines. Another ban is Myrmidon, the ultimate stunner, really. Double stun onto him in combination with, say, Electrician. He's pretty much the most one of the more annoying lane combos you can possibly think of. Hellbringer, we see him being banned for every single occasion throughout this series. Chipper being banned in every single occasion in this series. Wild Soul as well as Bubbles. We have basically said everything about them. Bubbles, probably together with Wretched Hag, the most highest survivability of any hero in the game. Maybe in combination with Silhouette as soon as she can get her ultimate, but that is fairly late into the game. Well, somewhere as soon as you start to get in towards the mid stage of the match. Let's take a look at these picks, though, what they have. We got ourselves NIP comes out with Hammerstorm, Corrupted Disciple again. Kraken, Tempest, and Swiftblade. Swiftblade will be interesting in combination with, say, the Tempest Ultimate. No, they're not going for Swiftblade in the end. They're going for Andromeda, so to speak, with Comment obviously being one of the more interesting stuns in the game. Dimensional Link, base damage really is what you want to have to do there. A lot of additional damage, and Void Rip. Void Rip is probably one of the better abilities in the game when it comes to chasing your enemy. Essentially switching place. A bit of a dangerous strategy if that enemy just happens to be within the center of an enemy lineup, because then you're, as a very squishy hero, you're right in the middle of them while, yeah, you're basically trading a kill for a kill, which in some cases it can be beneficial, especially if you have a very strong carry hero that you have to switch for Andromeda, who can be very soft, especially in this situation where you have a Corrupted Disciple, Tempest, Kraken, of course, which are very strong heroes. On the other hand, Plague Rider will be the dedicated courier or defense for this one. Clint Beastfoot, Behemoth, Glacius, and Pharaoh. Very mana-heavy team, especially Glacius. Though I'm rather curious about this combo, because the only real problem when it comes to mana on this team is the Behemoth, because his Fisher basically uses most of his mana, so you won't be able to use Fisher very often, unless obviously you have that you have Glacius ready to do anything there. But obviously we have some stuff already going on regarding that. Glacius, well, together with Andromeda, together with Empath, I do think that Glacius is the preferable hero, obviously, in the early game when all heroes are very mana deficient. Obviously, let's see what we can see on Glacius. Has he gone? No, he's actually going for Tundra Blast right away. So not even on the mana. So we probably see him going for a mana for chilling presence on his second or maybe third level, trying to get himself Glacial Blast, maybe in combination with the stun ability, etc., etc. But when you have Plague Rider, for instance, he is really not all that mana dependent. He could just get himself. He doesn't even have himself. He didn't bring any mana pots whatsoever. All you have to do is really get his extinguish out. Extinguish. What you do is as soon as your creeps spawn, extinguish one of them. Fly all the way up. By the time you've managed to arrive at your point of destination, your extinguish will be ready to go. You have one creep less in the lane. You'll have to deny that. You get an extra deny point on your list. The enemy has less creeps to kill, etc., etc. So that's a really crucial little thing right there. Let's take a look at these items as well. Andromeda will be running support for NIMP, which is pretty much to be expected. They are looking to get a gank here, but I doubt we'll see anything along those lines being popped up. On the other hand, let's see here. We got a three-way Behemoth, Beastwood, and Glacius as well, and it's gonna be pretty much the Beastwood trying to take all of these creeps as fast as he possibly can. The bottom lane, what we do have here, I see Tempest, so he's already going for Elementals. That is really early. That's a bit of a waste of mana, if anything else. Yeah, pretty much. And these guys, they're just waiting. It's a comment here, so a stun, Hammer Storm with Hammer Throw. So that really is going to be a devastating combo because it's a double stun, and it's going to do a lot of damage. And then Corrupted Disciple is there, and you know what? Plague Rider is probably, I wouldn't be. It's probably one of the more squishiest the heroes in the game, to be quite honest. His ultimate is absolutely devastating, sure, but and overall, in the grand scheme of things, he is fairly weak, especially if you consider that there's a Hammer Throw there, a Common there, ready to rock and roll, ready to take him out, and then get First Blood. And it's gonna be all about the First Blood in this game. Who's gonna allow to what is gonna show the dictation of this one, especially if there's any wards out so far. I don't see anything, mainly because I don't have Fog of War turned off because I'm an idiot. And so far, yeah, Pharaoh as well. Pharaoh, Hellfire, Tormented Soul. Bit of a ganking opportunity there. Not the biggest in the world, obviously, but. And meanwhile, actually, this Glacius and Behemoth are both level 1. And, well, they're allowing this Flint Beast to level up as much as you can. But they don't know where Glacius as well as Behemoth are. So they're a little bit of a wild card situation there. We have for the NIMP team. The NIMP team has no idea where to look. Obviously, they have got a good idea, but like that, right there. So now we've already established that Glacius is in the woods. Fair enough. That's an important part of the game. Let's see if I can just turn on the Fog of War. Do they see? They don't know anything currently. They don't know where any of the heroes are. Though Plague Rider is down at the bottom here, and that right there is just gonna mix things up a little bit. We've got Flint, who is just sitting there, just waiting along, just slowly doing his thing and trying to get all these creep kills because he is pretty much #1 creep killer in the game. Very easy to farm with him. And now, of course, a Kraken versus Mummy mid. A little bit of a interesting situation there. But Tempest is constantly going to be using his elementals to either farm as much as he can. Oh, Vagabond leader. That's cute. Can he get his assassin? Yes, he will. But Glacial Blast comes in. Will we see Flint trying to take him out? He's not going to go forward. He's not going to be able to use his explosive flare and not even be able to slow him down. A very casual, slow game initially. Let's take a look here at these stats, what's going on gold per minute wise. Flint, oh, look at this. It was pretty much to be predicted. Come on. That is the most obvious thing you're going to get in any game that involves Flint. He's going to get every single last hit because his attack animation is so ridiculously slow. As the first kill just managed to come in just in time as a comment did come in. I sadly missed that one as I was rambling around about how amazing Flint's attack animation is. Obviously not as crazy as Drunken Master, which was recently added. His attack animation is so ridiculously fast, it's not even funny. But we have ourselves a first kill on the board. It's going to be for the NIMP team. who have managed to get himself the first one, and it's going to be on the Kraken, obviously, who's going to get himself a little bit of a mainstay, getting himself a little bit of an additional health. That obviously that first kill is going to help out so much because you have enough money to free up for a bottle. As at the bottom right here, it does look like we have another gang going on the way with Glacius dying on that one, and he will have to go on the return. And that right there is going to put the score 2-2. Back-to-back kills. Not too bad. Pretty fast. Not too shabby. Tempest in a respawn, obviously. He's going to get all his mana back. Hammerstorm as well. He's in a good position. We'll be able to get his mana throw out quite quickly. But right now, it's all going to be... Oh, look at this Kraken. It is... How far are we into this game? 5 minutes. He's already on level 6. He's going to go for a roam. His target right here is going to be the Behemoth. If he can get his hands on him, that is. But Behemoth needs to watch. He needs to watch out. The Behemoth is right there because of the Fissure. In the meantime, though, Tempest again being primary. There we go. Hammerstorm coming in on Flint. Flint, squishy hero. Hammer throw comes in. We just need one more. Not gonna happen. It's a bit of a shame, really, because that hammer throw does suck up a ridiculous amount of mana. And it does have mana regen, mana pop with him, so that's going to help slightly. Corrupted Disciple in the meantime, bottom lane, just going along, no problem, biggie. It's just this Plague Rider they're going to need to watch out for. Andromeda, ooh. Regen rune. See, controlling. Oh, you're kidding. Regen rune under control. Just waiting and waiting. Are there any wards around? I don't see. Yeah, there's a single ward here by BGG, but that right there, yeah, NIMP's gonna be able to control that. But they didn't know there was a regen ward there, so they have to fall back. Behemoth, oh, he's almost on the respawn as well, and he's managed to get himself Fissure back quite quickly, so he may actually be able to do something here. There we go. Hammer throw comes in. A good Fissure, but it's not going to be enough because Pharaoh gets grackened upon, and there is going to spell the end of that little row. Cutesy. Behemoth just huddling the tower, just waiting for him. Does Andromeda, what level is that? He's level 3. He's not going to have Rift just yet, or Rip, or whatever it's called. Void Rip, my apologies. But they are looking to get yet another gank on the way. Glacius is going to be a target because, well, he still hasn't gone for Chilling Presence. So his real abilities right now that are being used are pretty much the stunning abilities, actually. Especially consider Behemoth. Does he have Ring? That's what I'm wondering. No, he doesn't even have Ring, but he's still, again, on full health! And is going to get plowed into oblivion here, even though... Oh, yeah, that's going to be problematic because Hellfire is going to come in from... Yep. Well, that was Hammerstorm down. I don't think they quite realized what the hell was going on there. In the meantime, though, Plague Rider did go down himself at the bottom lane versus Corrupted Disciple. He's quickly gone on to teleport back, but he still hasn't used his ultimate just yet, but an ultimate in the middle would be a good one. That right there is going to be almost a dead Kraken. Aurora. Aurora is just a stupid skill, to be quite honest. It costs no mana whatsoever, and it does -3 mana armor, sure, but unless you're going for a middle of a team fight, then it's not going to do all that much whatsoever. In the meantime, Flint really already well on his way to his Geomancers, maybe Wingbow later on if we actually get to that point, but we'll have to see. Glacius, yeah, a little bit of farm, nothing much. Let's take a look at these stats. Oh yeah, pretty much. Kraken, level 8. Very strong, and he's XP a minute 436 versus his opponent, which is obviously the Pharaoh, which is at 333 gold per minute. Yeah, it's just so much stronger there, and that right there is going to be a very, very, very dead Pharaoh.
Piece of cake.
And, and the Kraken just steals the kill. As you should, because he is really the guy to look out for, and he's actually already on his way towards his... he's going to get this farm easy. He's going to get his Helmet of the Black Legion quite quickly now. A couple of pings being blocked out, and then as soon as he got his Helmet of the Black Legion, it's going to be a portal key, and then it's pretty much going to be over. Kill-wise, 4 to 5. It's still going back and forth, even on Team Gold as well as Team Experience. A little bit on both sides, really. It's rather curious. It's rather curious indeed. And again, Plague Rider being primed. Tower's there to save him. No problem. For a minute there, I thought my game froze. But it's Plague Rider standing still. That would have been a little bit annoying. But yeah, it's this Corrupted Disciple being allowed to farm up like crazy down here. All he just got to do is just clean out the creep wave, and then it's pretty much it. Still on their side of the maps, nothing going on. Item-wise, yeah, mostly boots, wards, and the only person that really has anything is Kraken with a Helmet of the Black Legion. And obviously Flint, who's got himself a Alchemist Bone, so the attack speed on him is just absolutely astounding. Did they actually add Bulwark already in this? No, Bulwark's not even available in this version of the game. Remember, this Geek Sports replay was made a couple of weeks ago, so Bulwark's actually not yet in the game, as well as a couple of heroes. I don't even think Ghost Dude, whatever his name is, I keep on forgetting. One of the newer heroes, Revenant, I believe, I don't think even he is in this version yet. And they've actually physically released 3 heroes in that time period. 3 heroes! Can you believe it? 3 friggin' heroes! That's just ridiculous. Bottom lane looking to have a little bit of an engagement for our heroes here. We got 3 stunners and a carry ready to go, but I don't think they realize Kraken is here. He's got double damage, ready to rock and roll. On Glacius, does he have PK? No, he doesn't, but he has his eyes peeled on Beastwood. Here we go. Wave comes in. Oh, unlucky. That's probably the worst release of Kraken I've seen in a while, but his ult's still there. And yeah, unlucky on that one. Meanwhile, the bottom lane still looking for an engagement, and this tower is still primed and ready to go. Score is still 4 to 4 in favor of NIMP. But Kraken is now being primaried. Stun, yeah, here we go. And that's going to be a dead Kraken at this rate. No, 1, 2, 3, Void Rip. No, because it's level 4. Stun coming in on the Comet coming in on Glacius. Hammer Throw comes out, and that's going to be a dead Glacius at this rate unless he can get a mana battery off. No, he's going to get the hell out of there, and he's actually going to take down Hammer Storm as well. So, yeah. Yeah, that was pretty... That didn't turn out very well, now did it there, NIMP? No, not at all. Not at all. Bit of a shame, because they had opportunity here. Glacius was pretty much with his pants down, bend over a little bit, trying to get on, but yeah, it just there wasn't much love. There wasn't much love. Stun, obviously, pretty good. Bathroom time for Behemoth, and that means I'm going to fast forward a little bit. Let's take in the meantime a little bit more look at these items. Everybody's got boots. Obviously, Hammerstorm only has his only has boots actually because he's been running a wars for most of the game. And on the other hand, well, look at this. Steam boots, Striders, boots. Very, very, very good already. And are we going to see Lope from Plague Rider? He does have the build up for it. Is this at the point where Astrolope was cheaper already? 603. No, this is still the old Astrolope. They have made it a little bit cheaper in the new version where it uses different items. Instead of the shield, no, I believe it has a scarab in there as well, I believe, instead of some of the other items that are currently used. Currently, still possibly a gank here on Flint. Not looking too good at all. Let's take a look at experience in minutes. Yeah, Flint still, oh, hello. Plague Rider is leveling like a boss, getting ahead. And Flint, he's actually picking up on Flint right now. So fast. And even Corrupted Disciples like, oh crap, this could not be good at all. But he's still so weak. Can he use his ulti? That's what I'm wondering. No, he won't. He needs to wait. He needs to wait. He needs to wait. Oh, very well duped. If he moved out a little bit too quickly here, Corrupted Disciple will have taken him by surprise and pretty much ended that. On the other hand, yeah, we could be looking for a gank down here. Well, this definitely looks like a gank on Kraken. Stun, stun, stun. There's the flare. Glacius is like, yeah, I'm going to run the other way because obviously that is the best way to do when your teammate is trying to get a little bit of more damage on Kraken. Especially when a hero like Glacius who has no mana whatsoever. Like, mana regen on Glacius? Don't be silly. Ooh, that is an invisible Pharaoh, though. And that's going to be a mummy wall very, very shortly. Unless he gets too close to the tower like he did. Ultimate comes off, Walls comes in, Fleas comes in, Pharaoh! Oh, barely gets out of there because the tower is wailing in on him, and Hammerstorm kills him. A kill for a kill. Eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth. Too close for comfort. Kill-wise, 6-8 in favor of the Hellborn, i.e. BGDC. They're starting to get their items ready. They're starting to get their items now. But, like stuff like this, where you have Flint with his Alchemist Bones, or having the Midas touch, getting so much gold right there. Here, gold per minute, 425. Standing out above anybody in the entire series, having no problem whatsoever. Looks like a damage as well. Plague Rider being hero damage prone, followed by Flint. But on the other hand, Kraken's nowhere near the experience. It's really waved out a little bit. Still looking for that Void Rip. The ability is there. Void Rip is a possibility still. But it's still, still open for debate, really. Who's going to win this? Plague Rider did just go down, and the tower is down now as well. Flint, he doesn't have the mana to throw Flare behind him to slow anybody down. Glacius will be able to throw himself a Glacial Blast in that general direction. His towers, he should be able to go down. Interesting. Interesting. Tower goes down. Nobody managed to deny it because, well, having no ranged heroes there with a Kraken ready to whirlpool like crazy is not going to help much. But we got ourselves a kill on our hands because the Corrupted Disciple is about to go down. Oh, so close. How much health did you have remaining? 24 remaining on the Flint. Does he have anything there? Well, he's on the verge of getting himself something really, really sexy. What does he have? How much gold? 90 right now. He just managed to get himself a Blessed Orb, so he's looking to get something sexy, to say the least. On the other hand, we've got Andromeda going around, and, well, obviously, considering Flint is far, far away, and lands where Here Be Dragons is generally the way to be referred to it, is, yeah, he's all the way out of there. So, yeah, he's not going to get anything out of that. Oh, I can zoom out even more. New features. I like it. It's very cute. Like these outlinings, they're very very cartoonish, actually. A way of recognizing your color, I guess. Pharaoh, in the meantime, has got his ult ready, but that would be suicide at this rate. If he ults a Corrupted Disciple, Hammerstorms is going to throw one out and pretty much nail him to the wall. Where's Tempest? Tempest is all the way down here. Yeah, there we go. That's like I said. Hammer throw coming out. Yeah, look, you may have Tower of Command, but it's not going to help much. Whirlpool, Kraken, there we go. Because Flint, well, you may have gotten yourself a Ice Brand. It's not going to help. Kraken down, Flint down. Yes, he is. Comet comes in on Glacius as well. Is it going to be enough? That is the question. Run away, run away, run away. Andromeda is down. Kraken gets out of there. Probably, but there's a lot of elementals there just pounding in on towards the Behemoth. Not going to make anything out of that because, well, there's 3 down. Glacius, we got ourselves a dead Flint and a dead, Plague Rider. Plague Rider went in there way too early. And that right there, he could not get his ult off, which would have been absolutely devastating in that situation, and the rest of the team would have been able to clean up. It wasn't to be, because now all of a sudden we got ourselves a very Kraken who is just sitting there and he's gonna get the hell out of there. Oh, Tablet of the Command does it in the end. Kraken's dead. Right right there is gonna spell that end of the end. 10-10. Gold. Flint Beastwood 416. Kraken with 340. Oh look, it's Glacius with almost no gold whatsoever, which you would not expect from a support hero. Of course not. Let's take a look at the curry for a little bit. Yeah, nice and relaxing. Because currently there's not much going on. A little bit of action in the middle. They're looking to take this tower, and the defense is already moving in. Andromeda having wards ready to go. There's a ward here for BDC. There's a ward here from BDC. There's almost no warding from NIMP. There's a ward of Revelation, but didn't find anything. So, waste of gold, really? Sure. As soon as the BDC is going to drop down a BGDC. I'm probably going to have to find out what that actually stands for. Yeah, we kind of did this as an ad hoc little venture, to say the least. So, yeah, Andromeda being primaried. Geek Sports. There we go. Sports.tv. Which is the website that you can find all of this stuff out on. And go to tournaments. And then we go to number 7, which was last week's. And let's see here. 5. It is Big Girls Don't Cry. Well, there you go. Versus Negative Impulse. A little bit of action potentially going on. We've got Pharaoh with his ultimate ready to go. The thing is, there we go. Does his ultimate. Oh, sublime little ultimate from Behemoth with Fisher to follow up. Great play. Pharaoh tries to get the hell out of there, but it was not to be. Who died in that little onslaught? Well, it was none other than the Tempest. Wasn't able to pull off the ultimate, and the Pharaoh managed to get out there. What a sublime play, use of portal keys. Haven't they killed this tower yet? No, it's still there. Pristine condition. Never removed from packaging. Look at that. That's beautiful. Mint. Mint condition. Oh, you're about to remove it from the box. Yeah, you just did that. That's annoying. Because now you're going to lose your heroes. And, well, you're going to get some very angry people because there's going to be a Fisher in there and an ultimate maybe, perhaps, and a stun. And that's going to be the end of Behemoth at this rate, even though the ultimate did come in from Flint, taking down Andromeda. And there is the ultimate, and it hits nothing. Nothing at all. And it's going to take down Glacius on the ultimate on the Pharaoh. Another ult comes in. And you know what? This is not looking good at all for Negative Impulse. Big girls, don't cry. I've got this on lockdown. And there you have it. It's going to be the genocide. Oh, I love that sound. Still, let's take a look at what I Frostwolf Skull. Oh dear God. Frostwolf Skull with a Geo potentially being built up. And then we got yeah, okay. Tablet with the Command in combination with a oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. What do you have on the other side? Squiddly that. Nothing at all. Only Kraken's got something. He's got himself some tank with the Shamans and a, well, Helmet of the Black Legion. But what can you do versus a 524 gold per minute Flint Beastwood ripping through your ranks like they weren't made, like they weren't even there. Made out of toilet paper, perhaps. You know, that thin stuff, because you cut right through it. Maybe if it's maybe even worse when it's wet, and that's what you get when walking through the river. Oh dear. For those people who were at home and you're just cringing right now, well, you're not the only one. I'm sure my producer is just over there thinking, what the hell is this guy talking about? He's intently focused on the game, though. Look at that. Intently focused on your chat on the screen. In the meantime, though, another gank's potentially be going on. Not much going on as Plague Rider barely gets out of there. Manitou is on the verge. He's building his Astrolabe. He's going to need 900 more gold. Remember, this is the old version of the game. How much gold does he have? 231. So he's still a ways away from that. Impressive play nonetheless. I still have, oh, they go for Kong. Do they know? Do they know? Do they know? It hasn't been pinged. There's no wards here. Let's take a look at what they know. Oh, they know nothing. Oh, they know nothing at all. They have put a ward down there now, and they know that Kong is almost dead. They know he's almost dead. Kong is dead, and it's on Flint. The token goes. He's got himself a Firebrand, a Frostwolf Skull, and yeah, he's pretty much ready to build himself a Geo, and as soon as that happens, then it's curtains, and he's got himself a double damage, and he's got himself a shield. That right there is going to be a very, 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 very dead thunderstorm. Oh, dearie me. Yeah, he's just going to outrange this tower now. Look at his attack speed. He's got himself Frostwolf Skull. Let's take this in for a second. Look, Andromeda. It's not going to help if you go to Aurora and nothing hits, because this tower is going to go down whatever you want, unless Corrupted Disciple gets a deny. But I doubt. Oh, is this tower deniable? No, barely not. It is denied. There we go. But look at this. He's just. Yeah, just running around saying, yo, no, guys, what's going on, dogs? Haters gonna hate. Gonna stroll right through here and take your stuff. Because that's how I roll. Has he got himself? He's got 1,700. He went from 900 gold to 1,700 gold in a span of about 30 seconds. I think that kind of illustrates the magnitude of play that we got going on here. And look at this. They're using this courier to just go around, look at a little bit of play, and there's the Astrolabe that we were talking about earlier. Yeah, this is not happening anytime soon. Not at all. Look at this. Mummy's got himself a helmet. We've got... yeah, we got Behemoth with him. Yeah, he's just rolling his way through the end of days. Even though Plague Rider, he's got himself a couple of illusions going around, but that's not going to help much at all, because I just don't see this. I just don't see little girls. I don't see Impulse coming back. Look at this, 19 to 10, and this little bar right here, that's team gold. So about 3/4 of all the gold in this game has been scored by Big Girls Don't Cry, and about 3/4 of all the team experience, well, same story there. So, yeah. Right there just says everything. And you know what? This Plague Rider is dead before he can get his ult off, even before he can do anything. Andromeda, well, she survives? Oh, barely survives. But Behemoth, not so lucky. I would say too easy, but I'm not really all that good at this game, as you may have found out so far. Corrupted Disciple, too little too late. He is level 13. Let's take a look at this. Highest level on the Impulse team is 15. The highest level on the Big Girls Don't Cry team, 16 on the Flint. Look, he's got basically has his Geos ready to go. Is it actually flying in towards the general direction? Because I do see a courier. Oh, look, it's a Geos and a Blessed Orb. A Geos recipe and a Blessed Orb. I wonder what that's going to do. It's taking his time, though. Fast courier is fast, no? There we go. It's over. The Geos are here. This party is played. Attack speed on Flint Beastwood at this very moment is, let's take a look at this. Well, way too much. 127 agility and 100, that's just ridiculous. Yeah. Do know my exquisite usage of the English language by just saying, yep. That is pretty much it. Still, though, Flint Beastwood Yeah, he still has his token. At this rate, he'll probably actually use it up. Look at this guy. He's just standing there. Look at that. It is just, yeah. It's just, like, there's nothing they can do about it either. They're just trying to push him into the tower, but as soon as he dies, he's just gonna, yeah, Geo, as soon as the stun wears off, is health regen. Okay, it's not the best, sure, but this tower is just being wailed into like the village bicycle. It's just, it's just, wow. He's starting to do it again now as well. Stun comes in, ult comes in. Oh, tablet of commands out of there. He's gonna die, sure, but token time. And even Glacius decides to throw his ultimate in there. And it's gonna be Corrupted Disciple again. Just like that, there's not gonna be a stun, and pow. Dead he is. It's time to take down the barracks. This party is over. The tower is down. The gate is open. A quick, yeah. Let's try to glyph that, guys. I'm sure that'll help. Melee barracks are down. And Kraken, who tried to take down Behemoth, will find himself at the sour end of, well, of probably something that is sour. I have no idea where I was going with that. It's like even the hammer throw on Glacius does nothing at all. And there's an ult. Oh dear. Oh dear. Good game, well played. The big girls don't cry will win the Geek Sports week number 7. Broadcasted here semi-live on Chaos TV. It's always good to see these kind of games because it's good fun in the end because I can just talk crap all the time and just do whatever I want, really. But it just really shows that some of these teams, some of these heroes, don't let them get ahead, because if you do, you're screwed. Last match, we saw Dr. Repulsor plowing through, no problem. And now Flynn Beastwood, once again, you get your geodes, you get your gloves, or at least alchemist bones, whatever you want to call them. And then it's just owning time. My name has been Aspec here live on Chaos TV. If you want to check out our social media, go on to facebook.com, where there is more on where you're looking for Chaos TV. And of course, there's our Twitter, which is Chaos TV as well. And obviously, this video will be uploaded to YouTube, which is going to be available at chaostv.nl/YouTube. I could say the actual Chaos TV YouTube channel, but yeah. Oh, Chaos Contingency. Good luck spelling that. We'll be back with you soon with more coverage from Call of Duty, Heroes of New Earth, Counter-Strike, StarCraft 2, and even more delicious games coming live to your screen. My name's been Aspec here live on screen once again, and I wish you all a good evening.